I'd like to thank Matt who went before me. My name's Ian Short, and we're still on the topic of Saudi Arabia and Disney, the Walt Disney Company. First, we're going to start with family life and education. There's a patriarch who is a male in charge, and then does in charge of all things outside the household. Wife in charge of home and children, and the country still operates on arranged marriages actually, and dowries are in fact included or required for marriage to be legal. Extended family is very important, and families are very large also. Grades are K through 12 for education, much like the USA, and the cost of attendance is 600,000. 360,000 of those are female. Next, on to Disney's sustainability. Energy, water, waste. Those are things that they're focusing on, trying to be green. They're actually practicing something called sustainable tourism, is what they're trying for. And solid waste in 2010 was 44% of that in 2006, which is pretty impressive. One of the things they're actually doing with water conservation is their parking lots possess an asphalt that filters rainwater and then returns it to the ground. So they're very innovative. View on Americans in Saudi Arabia. As you can see here, they're very accepting of Americans and much of Western culture actually, which is good. In terms of things that they like, they value Americans' ingenuity, diversity, and also the work ethic that we bring to the table. So, not too far off there. Just 1 second. Gender roles. Women have been gaining rights as of 2015. That includes the right to vote. King Abdullah is very forward-thinking in this. He's trying to push women out of the house into the workplace, using them as and seeing them as a resource. The number of women with jobs has actually tripled in 20 years to 15% of all women, which is improvement. And a big proponent of not letting women out into work and into public would be conservatives who don't wish to see mixing of the sexes, is actually their biggest issue with it. We're going to talk about the economy. It's, as many of you probably know already, it's an oil export-based economy. 71% of jobs are in the service sector, which is indicative of a highly developed country. And FDI is increasing due to these economic cities, which are basically similar to like a low tax zone somewhere to bring in foreign companies. GDP per capita is also $31,300 US, which is good. To conclude, Saudi Arabia definitely defines the Middle Eastern culture. A lot of their traditions still very much upheld throughout the country. So it would be a good entry into that market, which, as I say here, is untapped. It would be a new revenue stream, and I think it would be smart, and Disney definitely has the experience with going into other cultures and economies to fit in and handle things nicely. So it would definitely be a good opportunity, and I think that they should take it. And that's what we believe through all the research that we presented through this project. We'd like to thank you for your time, and you have yourselves a good evening.